Nice.
I was like, I'm gonna cleanse this energy in here. But Mel, what do you have a near-death experience story?
I've got a few. I've got so many, like, just, I feel like in another life I must have been like a paramedic or something. Like, I've always been around when things have happened, like horrible things or some shit.
Oh
my God,
yeah,
that's
I
mad.
just remembered one story that you told about somebody who was like on fire or
Oh
something.
my God, no.
Bruh.
But yeah, actually, yeah, that is a story. That's not really a near death. So that was okay, let me bring it back. My mom worked a lot, so I was like left home to kind of like babysit my nieces and nephews, and it was only me and my nephew at home at the time, and he was probably, I want to say 7, and then I was maybe like, so like 12 or 10, or I can't really remember that much. It was like when we lived in Mississippi. And I said to him, and we lived in the middle of a field, like not a field, but in the middle of the woods on like a piece of land that my mom owned. And we used to like burn our trash because this was back in the day before like the environment became like, and like, I know,
That's crazy, bro.
but my mom is like,
Burn our trash.
yeah, I know, because like we live out in like the middle of nowhere that like the bin
Oh,
people
right, cool.
don't
They
come.
don't
Like
come
there's
all the
no
way, yeah.
bins there. Like
Yeah, it
there's
makes
no
sense.
trash man. Like yeah.
Oh, that's annoying.
And it's like if you go in the States, if you take your trash and put it in someone else's bins, like you can go to jail. Like it's
Yeah,
Wow.
people get pissed. Nah, people be like that here as well.
yeah, but you have public bins, which we don't have like at all.
Oh.
But so my mom had left, and they had like trash that was burning, but it was like embers and stuff now. And I said to my nephew, like, I was like, yo, look, I'm gonna go and take a shower. Like, you know, basically, I'm just letting you know I'm going to take a shower. And he was like quite mature. He never really got into trouble, so I didn't worry about him. But he was really into fire. And again, there's always that one kid that's like super into fire and stuff. So I come out of the shower, and I'm like dressed, like walk out, and I literally all of a sudden hear someone screaming, screaming, and then I see my nephew running inside, and literally he is pink, like had no eyebrows, no eyelashes, no hair. His whole body looked like blood and red and pink, like all over his whole
that's
body.
Awful.
And he
I know
was,
you're like, I
Yeah.
don't attract that.
Yeah.
Because I'm imagining
knock
it.
on wood. I was like,
Yeah.
so he was like screaming to his the top of his lungs. Basically, when he was outside, he was taking fireworks and throwing it into the fire, thinking like, oh, I'm just gonna throw it into the fire because he's just little. Like, do you know what I mean? And he threw one of the fireworks into the fire. It came and blew up in his face. So he fell forward into the embers of the fire and had 3rd and 2nd degree burns all over his body. So
What
again,
the
this is why I think I was like a paramedic in another life, because most people would freak out and panic and like not know what to do.
Yeah.
I literally, because he was just like, like screaming, and I guess like he's like tiny, like, do you know what I mean?
What'd you do?
And I just grab him, I strip all his clothes off, I turn the water on in the
that's
bathtub.
the first thing I was thinking,
turn the
water.
cold water on in the bathtub, and he's literally putting his face underwater and screaming underwater, like being like, like screaming underwater, because I mean his face was like on like fire, literal fire. He had no hair. And he kept screaming for ice. I need ice. And I was like, my mom was doing like nursing school at the time, so she had made like a first aid like index card. Again, I don't know how I remembered that she did this, like, you know. So I ran, and I was like, I don't know if I should give him ice. So I ran and grabbed the note cards, and it said, if there's a burn, do not give ice, because it blisters it. So yeah, don't put ice on your stuff. Yeah, if you get a burn.
Good to know.
And so like I had the shower running with the bottom tap running, so that the shower was like, you know, like, yeah, just basically he had enough cold water on him. And I immediately called obviously my mom, and like, you know, was like, what do I do basically? And she was like, give him some pain medicine. And so like I gave him some, and then my mom came home and they rushed him to the hospital, because we lived so far out that like it would have taken longer for the ambulance to come than us to just come and get him basically.
Yeah.
And yeah, he has no scars.
Oh wow.
No scars at all, because like basically we just
amazing.
immediately
You
did
did
the right thing. Like, yeah, to take care of him.
Whoa.
Because if we would have waited, it could have burned and blistered and like like loads of things. But luckily it was just
Nothing.
embers. Yeah, no
That is
scars
amazing.
at all.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Well done.
Whoa.
That was, yeah.
I'm
my
like, I
poor nephew.
freeze.
Yeah.
In stressful situations, I'd be like,
No.
what do I do?
I'm like, action.
It's like someone crying. I'm like,
Yeah.
sometimes
I'll cry
I'm
just to see you be like really confused.
I'm just gonna be like,
What do I do? And Melanie,
and
you'd
then
have to
I
leave.
come
Like,
here.
so.
Like, come here.
I can't
Pat on
look
the
at
back, like, I hope you're okay.
you. Yeah.
Fuck. That's
No,
crazy.
That
Yeah,
is
that is
crazy.
crazy.
No, that was a nuts.
I'm
That
glad
was-
he didn't get any injuries.
Oh,
from that.
and
That's
he's
amazing.
actually shout out to my nephew. He's getting
Yeah.
married in a couple weeks.
Congrats.
Oh.
Congrats to him.
Now,
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
Nigel and Zoe.
No, I saw the.
You'll be
he's-
married by now. Congrats. I was like,
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
sent you like what's it called
invitation.
invitation. It was really pretty, like a really
It
cool
was so
stamp and
nice.
everything.
I like literally wouldn't open it because I was just like, I want to go, but like, yeah,
Because of all the...
tis life,
Yeah.
tis COVID, tis COVID.
and life
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
general.
yeah, but
But what about like an actual near-death experience?
for me, I've got a couple. So how severe do we want to go? Do we want to warm up first?
Yeah,
or-
let's warm
Bruh,
up and
what
then
you just told me already is like, god damn.
that was quite a lot as it is.
That was intense.
Wait.
CM thing you were talking about as well with finding the money thing.
Yeah.